Strangers will become friends, and friends will become strangers. Get that fucking trash out of your life. You have legacies to build. We grew that business from 3.4 million to 17.1. Horsepower, not horse shit. You want to be the parent that's an ally. They don't need another fucking friend. Not everybody's cup of whiskey. Toughest advice for the toughest businessmen. Be relentless. Michael McLean, emailmillions.coach. Got my fluorescent jacket on this morning here in Canada, south of Jeb's Creek. It is hunting season, duck hunting season, soon to be deer hunting season, and it's dark on my 6 a.m. morning walk. So I have this jacket that I wear for a couple of months before we fly south to Naples for the winter. So another beautiful, crisp morning. Sun is just coming up. I love walking on this road and just watching the sunrise every single morning. It just gives me that feeling of a fresh, clean start to the day. One of the things, I heard this quote the other day, and it really, really had an impact on me. Strangers will become friends, and friends will become strangers. That really is everything that I believe in when it comes to the power of association. I don't believe there's anything more impactful than the 5 people we spend the most time with. We say this a lot. We've all heard that saying, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. But if we looked at most people's friends, what we would see we would see a situation where friendships are dragging us down, associations are lowering our self-image and our self-esteem, and it's like the great Dan Pena said, if you hang out with a bunch of monkeys, your life will be a zoo. I love that quote from Dan. He nails it with that one. Pena also talks about the only way to really improve a person's self-esteem, their self-image, how you see yourself, is to associate with better people. To associate with people that have bigger goals, a bigger mission, aspirations, values, and principles that you aspire to. There is nothing more powerful than association. For this to happen in your world, and I went through this process 19 years ago when I up-leveled everything and everyone in my world, whether it was employees, high school and college friendships, family, vendors, habits. I just simply sat down one day and took inventory of the people and things in my life that were no longer serving me. But when it comes to the people in your life, strangers become friends and friends become strangers. If you're a high performance person, if you're a person who's totally committed to becoming the best version of yourself, the best version of yourself every single day, then friends are going to become strangers. You're going to have people in your world that are not going to come on this trip with you. You're going to have people that have been in your world for a long time who are going to get off the bus. They're going to have to get off the bus. And this is a fascinating concept because really you can't become a peak performance person unless you consistently upgrade your friends and associates. That's how powerful association is. We're like the great Jim Rome said, we're the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So if that's true, who are the 5 people that you're spending the most time with? And then you reverse engineer that back, and it shows you that you've got to upgrade the people in your world. And admittedly, I've gone through this process for 19 straight years now. It's not easy. It's difficult. It's hard. It's one of the key insider secrets to maximizing your happiness, your peace of mind, your wealth, your power, your success. But it's damn hard, especially when it comes to family. And what I recommend is swift sorting and cutting the rope with negative, toxic people in your life. They gotta go. You decide and they go. When it comes to people that have been in your life a long time, it could be a relative, it could be a family member. In those particular cases where you can't completely cut the rope, where you can't completely curate the person out of your world, what I recommend is that you start spending less time with that person to the point where you're spending almost no time. Get out of those silly text groups, or constantly being in communication, or being in relationships with toxic and negative people who are constantly bringing you their issues and their problems, or the drop-in time vampires, or the drop-in energy vampires. Get rid of these people in your world. They're crushing your goals. They're destroying your dreams. And replace those people, curate those people, swift sword them out of your world once and for all. They're boat anchors. They're literally boat anchors around your feet, and they're literally drowning you one day at a time. I shot a video a couple years ago, and it was called "What Stinks to High Heaven in Your World?" And what stinks to high heaven in most entrepreneurs' world is their friends, their association. If your friends are a drinker, you're going to be a drinker. If your friends are digital addicts, cell phone junkies, you're going to be a cell phone junkie. If your friends are unpresent fathers and disconnected husbands, you're going to be a disconnected husband and unpresent father. Whatever their priorities are and values are going to be yours. The power of association. So sit down. I do it on a Sunday. I sit down with my journal. You've got to write. You've got to sit down and you've got to put pen to paper. And you sit down and you list the 15 people that you spend the most time with. Boom, 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 boom. Friends, family, employees, associates, whatever. And then you look at that list and you say, who on this list is serving me in a positive way? And then from there, you go down the list and you curate the people that no longer belong in your world. And you just ask yourself simple questions like, is this person congruent with what I want? Does this person have the same goals and aspirations and dreams as I do? Or are they a boat anchor? Are they a boat anchor around your ankle that's dragging you down every day? Bringing their black clouds to you, bringing their drama, bringing their negativity. It's toxic, and it absolutely kills your momentum. It kills your mental health, and it makes you less of a person. So make a list, decide who's going today, curate, swift sword, and cut the rope. And then work on replacing those people in your life, leveling up and replacing those with better people. People that challenge you as a husband, people that challenge you as a father, people that challenge you as a marketer and an entrepreneur, people that you look up to or aspire to, people that have already achieved what you want to achieve, people that are already winning and still winning. They're not talking about the glory days. They've won and they're still winning. We're the average of the 5 people we spend the most time. But take a page out of Napoleon Hill's Accurate Thinking in Think and Grow Rich. Okay? People will come and go in your life. And the people that you start with in life and business are rarely the people that you'll finish with. So understand that curation, swift sorting negative and toxic people, and cutting the rope with people that no longer belong in your world is part of winning. It's part of winning. It's difficult, it's hard, and it should be. But at the end of the day, strangers will become friends. You'll upgrade and meet better people. You'll spend time with better people. And some friends will become strangers. It's automatic. If you're transforming as a person, if you're getting 0.001% better every day, if you're getting a tiny bit better, a tiny bit wiser, a tiny bit stronger, a tiny bit healthier every damn day, then the people in your life that are stagnant, that are not improving, not getting better, not learning, not growing, they're slowly but surely becoming strangers. And you have to face this reality that you're committed to personal growth. You're committed to being a person of high performance. And the reality is you're going to outgrow some of the people in your life. And when you outgrow them, it's time to move on. We're the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. Make sure that you take a look at exactly who you're spending your time with. Are they takers or are they givers? Do they take your energy? Do they take your time? Do they take your dreams? Do they take your goals? Do they take your inspiration? Or are they badass givers? They give you inspiration. They give you motivation. They give you ideas. They give you wisdom. They give you passion. They give you enthusiasm. There's only 2 types of people in the world, takers and givers. Who have you surrounded yourself with? Have you surrounded yourself with givers or takers? And then make the appropriate change. Fill your world with givers, people that serve other people, people that are committed to personal growth, personal growth and personal improvement. People, strangers will become friends, and friends will become strangers. Speaking of the power of association, there's nothing more powerful than a mastermind for an entrepreneur. Nothing more powerful. Hey, buddy, off the road, off the road. Nothing more powerful. Woo! Nothing more powerful for an entrepreneur than a mastermind. Now you have an opportunity in my emails mastermind, emailmillions.coach. I am going to be doubling the price by Christmas time this year. It's $147 a month. That's it. For me, for you to be part of a mastermind where I teach you how to become rich slowly by email. I teach you 3 things in my Email Millions Mastermind. I teach you how to grow an email list from nothing. I teach you how to consistently email that list once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, maybe even up to 7 times a week like I do. And the third thing I teach is I teach you how to sell products to your list that help people. Sell products that you believe in, that help people. And that's my 3-prong approach. And in this mastermind, you surround yourself with other winners. You surround yourself with other champions, with other contenders, with other people that are building things, that are growing. And nothing is more powerful than association. So if you're looking to get around better people in the new year, if you're looking to upgrade your circle of influence, what better way to do it than in my Email Millions Mastermind? If you are in my Champions Mastermind, that's going to cost you $50,000 a year. If you're in my World Builders Mastermind, that's going to cost you $10,000 or more a year. For Email Millions, to be in a mastermind where you can associate with kings like Bill Gaw and Stephen Ivanko and Michael Carroll and Paul Nolte and David Linton and Willie Miranda and Billy Wagner. The list goes on and on. It's $149 per month. That's it. But I'm doubling that price in the next few weeks. I will literally teach you how to become rich slowly using email, whatever your business is. Whether you run a vegetable stand, whether you run a golf club, whether you're an insurance agent, whether you're a jewelry store owner, whether you're a life insurance salesman, whether you write books, whether you're a candlestick maker, whether you run a baseball coaching program, I don't care. I'll show you how to build an email list. I'll show you how to email it consistently. And I'll show you how to sell products to your list that change people's lives. Oh, and by the way, I'll write the damn emails for you. In this program for the $149 a month, I'll write you one email per week. One email per week, 52 emails per year. And all you have to do is personalize the email and press send. That's it, that's all. So I do the work, I hold your hand and I do the work for you. If you want to write more emails and send more emails, fill your boots. But I write, every week I write an email that you can use, swipe and deploy. And of course, I do it every week of the year. This mastermind is forever. It's $147 a month. You can leave whenever you want. There's no contracts. There's no obligation. It's month by month. But think of the people you get to associate with in our private locker room, which is an online forum, not like anti-social media, where you can ask questions, where you can share ideas, plus the monthly trainings and the friends you make, friends for life. But most importantly, you upgrade the people that you're spending the most time with. That is the secret bonus of my Email Millions mastermind. It's not just building a list and emailing a list and making more money. That stuff's important, but what's really important is the men and women that you associate with when you're part of this mastermind. The rate is going to be doubled in the next few weeks. If you want to grandfather in at $147 forever, and you want to lock in that price forever for as long as you're part of the program, then you need to go to emailmillions.coach. Emailmillions.coach. There's a link below. Sign up, lock yourself in at $147. You can cancel at any time, but for as long as you're part of the program, you're at the lowest price that I will have ever offered for this program. Later on next year, it's going to be $300, $400, even the highest level is going to be $500. So you get to grandfather yourself in at $147, I believe it is, and you're good to go. Emailmillions.coach. Be brave, be fierce. Remember that strangers become friends, but also some friends will become strangers. Be relentless.